All right, everyone, we'll get started here. First off, I want to thank the fans and media for coming out. Great turnout here as always. Exciting times here for hockey in Glens Falls. And first off, would like to introduce the Adirondack Thunder Governor and Hall of Fame inductee, Claude Loisel.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Rob. Hello. Yeah, thanks, Rob. First and foremost, yeah, thanks for everybody for being here. Appreciate it. And also I'd like to welcome Sylvain and his family to the Adirondack Thunder. It's quite a special day here. And secondly, I'd like to thank our hockey board as well for going through this process. We mentioned it on our press release. All the people that were involved in it. It's a thankless job. Nobody gets paid, but everybody loves it, and they put their heart and soul into it. And I think we came up with the right answer today. Being an ECHL head coach is not the same as being an American Hockey League head coach. As a coach in our league, you're running the hockey team, you're recruiting the players, and it's a big job. And as opposed to the American Hockey League, where the coaches only coach. They've got a scouting staff, NHL team that provides players for them. But at this level, that's not the case. And so when we met Sylvain, when he first came into the room, it really struck us that, you know, this guy had character, experience, you know, he had a presence. And I think that's so important. And also, secondly, the other thing that's so important to us as a group is our affiliation agreement. We've got the New Jersey Devils that are fantastic for us, and it's always so important for us to develop that relationship. And you know, and again, when Sylvain came in with his experience, having played here before, it was just a no-brainer. And secondly, as you all know, we've also hired Ben Holmstrom as our associate coach, and he really complements Sylvain, because he was in the ECHL last year, or for the last 3 years in Orlando, and is able to recruit players. And he also has a connection with Matt Karkner, who was his head coach for 3 years, who's now the assistant coach with the Utica Devils. So I think that, and we all feel that that connection is going to really serve us well in providing us with better players and having that professional relationship that going back and forth. So again, and again, you know, to top it all off, both these guys, Sylvain and Ben, were former captains and former players for the Adirondack area. So thank you, and Ben, or Rob. You don't look like that.
With that said, we now want to introduce Thunder President Jeff Mead.
Thank you, Rob. Rob Lapolis, our ECHL Broadcaster of the Year, so congratulations, Rob, on the award. Well deserved. Thank you, Claude. I am surrounded by Adirondack Hockey Hall of Famers today. Claude, Sylvain, and Dan Miner as well, so congratulations, guys. No. Again, you know, I'd like to thank our fans for being here today. July is certainly normally a slow month of hockey news for the Thunder, but certainly we've provided you all quite a bit of news here in the last few weeks, so we're pretty happy about that. So I wanted to mention, Claude just mentioned Ben did want to be here today, but you know, he's pretty excited. They just had the birth of their second boy just the other day, Saturday, so Ben will be here in Glens Falls as soon as they can get organized to get to Glens Falls. So, but Ben just did want to say hello, and we do have a meet and greet later at the Queensberry Hotel, and Ben will be on a Zoom to say hello to all of our season ticket holders later from 5 to 6:30 p.m. So hopefully our fans can get there as well to formally meet Ben as well. In a couple years, Nick, hopefully, yeah, little Briggs will play for the Thunder. So yeah, Ben and his wife do have 2 children now. So, but on to today's event. So again, thank you all for coming here today as we introduce our new head coach and director of hockey operations. Sylvain, as you many of you do know, did play 8 years in our building for the Red Wings, the Frostbite, and the Ice Hawks. and as I mentioned, he is a member of our Hockey Hall of Fame. When we were looking for our new head coach and leader, we were looking just not for someone who played here, but somebody, the right person to build this organization into a perennial winner. We were looking for the right person to lead a group of men through the challenge of an ECHL season. We were looking for the right person to lead. We know that Sylvain is a true leader of men. We know that Sylvain is the right person for this job. That's why Sylvain is the head coach of the Adirondack Thunder. On behalf of the Adirondack Hockey Board and the Adirondack Civic Center Coalition, please welcome our new head coach, Sylvain Cloutier.
Thank you, Jeff. First off, I'd like to say a big thank you to the board. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come back home, a place I cherished for 8 years here. When I played in front of the greatest fans in hockey probably, and now I'm going to be behind the bench coaching in front of these fans. I'm extremely excited. Also would like to say a big thank you to my family. You know, they stay back home and they allow me to do my job and move away from home. So without them and their support, I wouldn't be here today. So thanks, guys. I'd like to thank the fans that are here today. A lot of you I've seen in the past. It's nice to shake hands with you guys and see you guys again. And like I said, I'm repeating myself here, but so excited and to get things going here. And you know, October is around the corner, and we will have an exciting team, exciting group. Myself and Ben been working extremely hard here to put a team together that you guys are going to be proud of. Again, thank you so much, and I look forward to shaking hands with you guys and talking with you guys. And yeah, thank you.
All right, with that, we'll open it up to questions. If you want to raise your hand, I'll bring you the microphone. Who's first? Don't all jump at once.
Coach, first off, pleasure to meet you. Jacob Johnson from the Post-Star. Obviously, for a lot of Thunder fans, the name Darian Skio was super special these last couple of years as a captain. Announcing his retirement, as a head coach, what are you looking for in as a leader and as someone that you want to lead this team going into the season?
Yeah, obviously with the news, you know, I was able to speak to him a few times, and we would love to have him back, right? He's a big piece of this program and a big piece of the community. We look for leaders. We got to look at guys that have that passion, that want to come here, that have the will and have the heart to lead. There's quiet leaders. There's guys that are loud. Obviously, when we get our group together and our work we're putting going forward right now with Ben and recruiting, we want character guys to come in this locker room and add the right pieces.
Okay, Pete Toby, also from the Post-Star. Here's a question: how does this feel for you as a kind of a full circle moment, as a player who played in this building before, was a big part of hockey in Glens Falls for 8 seasons, 3 different teams?
Yeah, I mean, it's get emotional here right now, but it's an honor to be here and be the head coach. You know, when I found out, when I got the job offered to me, I was going to talk about it earlier, but I was sitting at home, we were sitting actually in our family room, and I got a phone call from Glenn Murkowski, my former coach, and I was nervous to answer the phone, obviously, because you don't know what's coming, right? If it's going to be good news, or I wouldn't say sad news, but I really wanted this job. It's been a job I've wanted for a long time. I've been keeping an eye on the team, and when I came back from Europe after coaching in Europe, I always kept in touch, and I kept looking and seeing what was happening. And then when the opportunity came, obviously I sent my resume in and contacted them. But then when I took the phone call from Merck, and I went outside, I got away, and the family was watching me to see my reaction. And when Merck says, "Yeah, we want you," I went down on one knee and I was fist pumping like I scored a goal. So it is really exciting, and like I said, it's an honor to be part of this team and be part of this community again.
When you last played here, a good crowd was maybe 3,000 people. And last year the Thunder set an all-time attendance record, average over almost 4,500. Are you surprised how this community has embraced the team and the support it's gotten? And what do you do to keep that going?
No, I'm not surprised. This area has always been a hockey community, so people love their hockey team here. They always supported it, back to the Red Wings days, to the Frostbite, and now even bigger now. So obviously we want to win, right? To keep people coming to the building, put on a show, and that's what we plan on doing.
Any other questions?
It wasn't announced to the Armand Lizipter inside the rink. It wasn't announced in the press release, but the last two head coaches have also carried the title of president of hockey operations. Is Sylvain expected to carry that role as well?
Yes, I will be having both roles. Yes. Sorry.
What's that?
Yeah, Sylvain will have the same title that our last couple head coaches had. Yeah, he'll handle all the hockey operations as well. Yeah.
I don't know, Mike, but Jeff, just starting off with you, the excitement level to bring in a new head coach after the last few years where things were at a high of all highs and low of all lows. How exciting is it for you to bring in someone new to lead this program and bring something special to these fans?
Yeah, we're obviously, we're very excited, to bring in Sylvain and Ben. As you mentioned, the last 3 years, kind of a roller coaster, up and down. Obviously, we had the great year. We made the Eastern Conference Finals, and last year was very challenging. Obviously, the win-loss record was difficult. It was a very challenging season. So we're very excited. As I mentioned a little while ago, we think, Sylvain and Ben will bring us a perennial winner, a lot of consistency, and I think that's, what we're striving here for. We mentioned it many years. We want a consistent winner here in Glens Falls, and I think that's what Sylvain and Ben will bring us, be on top of the ECHL on a continual basis. And that's what we're all about here in Glens Falls.
Any other questions?
Hey, Coach Brian Roman, News 10 ABC. Just having knowing how much this team means to this community and having played in front of them before, just how excited are you to actually see this team step on the ice in October and play in front of this home crowd again?
Yeah, it's going to be very emotional. Like I said, I've played here 8 years, and to step behind that bench, I had some great coaches here that coached me when I was here, and with Merck and Noel Brown, and Potsy was the last one I had with the Frostbite. So yeah, it's going to be an emotional night. It's going to be an exciting night, and I already walked over there the other day on the bench, so I was here by myself in the arena, so walking around. So I went back there and just, it's just excited. It's just brings that energy back. Like I just want to get out there, get back to work. Yeah, I know I'm not playing, but I'm part of the group. We're a big family, and we want to go in that right direction and bring these guys in and make sure they buy into what we have and how me and Ben see it. And like I said, we want character guys and bring that energy and our work ethic for our fans.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Good seeing you. Hey, congratulations on your award, by the way. Rob Lapolis, ECHL Broadcaster of the Year. Thanks, Lights. Just me, Dan, back here. How you doing? Congratulations. I know that, we had talked and you had said that this was your dream job. Why is that, buddy?
Yeah, it was my dream job. From the days when I played here to the last few years with the Frostbite before we ended up going over to Europe to coach, it was later in my career, and I was helping Potsy recruit. I was like a player assistant, and I always wanted to be a coach. And you take part of the coaches you've played for. You learn things. Well, you're always learning things as a coach. Doesn't matter where you coach, where you've been. You're always learning. But this place is special to me. It's special to my family. This is where my life started. My wife moved down here. We were here my second year in Adirondack. We started our life, and then my oldest went to school at Queensbury here school. So it's like home, and it means a lot. And we talked about it a lot while the process was going, and a lot of pacing around the house, a lot of pacing everywhere, texting people, bugging people on the board, what's going on, what's happening, any news. I'm thrilled to be here. I can't stop smiling, and I'm excited to get this going.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Yep.
You've talked about how big the connection is with Utica and the Devils coming up. You guys are heading into the final year of that deal with New Jersey, and the rumors of Stratton possibly coming in. Has there been any talk of extending the affiliation deal with New Jersey?
Not as of yet, but we've got a great relationship with Tommy Fitzgerald, who's the general manager, and Dan McKinnon, who's the general manager of Utica. And so we've been in constant contact. I played with Tommy Fitz with the Devils, so there's a good solid relationship. They want to develop. They want to have a better they want to streamline it. Most of those guys were in the Pittsburgh organization, where they had Wheeling, Wilkes-Barre, and Pittsburgh, and all three teams players are going back and forth. And so that's what we're trying to do here. And again, I bring up the fact that Matt Karkner, who's now with the Devils in Utica, is going to be very helpful. And already our coaches have spoken to Dan McKinnon, and that relationship's not going away because, being close to New Jersey is not helpful to them. Being close to Utica is helpful to them, from our standpoint.
Any other questions?
Coach, you've been away for a while. You're back here now. Our community is very passionate, as you know, about this facility that we've worked hard to bring it back, so to speak. And how do you feel about this facility? What do you think we might need? Do you think it's everything where you can perform well, and about the arena and the whole situation?
Yeah, the facilities, it looks great. The facility for the players is top notch. We have a great dressing room. We have a workout room. We have everything they need. So no, you can't ask for anything more. I think from what I've seen so far, they're good, and what I've heard, they get treated really well here, and not the Civic Center, sorry, from the old days, but I think the building looks great, and no, I can't wait to see it packed and hear the fans and the crowd and being loud and get behind us, and look forward to that home opener game.
Coach, the last 3 years being in the NHL, the goal for those kids is to move up, to continue to play, to go to a Division I college. Here, it's a similar sense. These guys want to go up. They want to go to the AHL. They want to go to the NHL. When you're looking for athletes like that, what do you say to them? What do you instill in them confidence-wise to make sure they're not content staying in this situation and want to get better?
Yeah, the last 3 years, our program where I was, I think last year we had a record. We had 15 commits, D1 and D3 kids that went up, and it's our job to push them and make them believe in themselves. And stay on top of them and make sure, yeah, we like obviously we want to win here. We want to have our core group, but also we want to help them get to that next level, right? That's their goal, to make it to the American League or go to the next step to the NHL. And yeah, we'll be there to support them and help them in their journey, just like our coaches helped us in the past to get where we wanted to go. But yeah, no, we're definitely like, we want to win, but also we will be excited if they do get promoted and they can realize their dream too.
Any final questions? All right, well, I want to thank everyone again for coming out here, fans, media, and we'll see you tonight at 5 o'clock at the Queensberry Hotel, season ticket holders and corporate partners, and then he'll make his Talking Smack debut at Bullpen. I think Dan is 7 to 9, so it's a busy night coming up, but thank you everyone for coming on out, and we'll see you in October.
Good job, Ben. You look like a Ben.
Called much worse, so you're good.